Hi, my name is Judy Myhand, and we're standing here in front of the Human Ecology Building, which houses the food lab. In the School of Nutrition and Food Sciences, we have several concentrations: dietetics, nutrition, health, and society, food science and technology, and nutrition pre-med. Those are the concentrations. Let's head inside the building and I'll show you my lab. So you'll notice that we have fully equipped a full-size stove and oven. We have mixers, we have chef knives and paring knives, cutting boards, microwave, a food processor, but you don't just use the food processor. You'll be learning how to use a knife to make all kinds of different cuts. In each one of the drawers in this unit, there are all the kinds of equipment that someone would need to prepare just about anything. You'd have all of the ingredients, you'd measure them out, you'd learn how to measure them accurately, you'd prepare the dish, and then you'd display it in an attractive manner and taste test it. Now we learn how to properly taste, how to look at aroma, how to look at texture, appearance, and flavor, and then how to describe that in a scientific way. Back here we have an aero garden where we can grow tomatoes and lettuce and herbs. Last year, the Student Sustainability Committee offered different faculty an opportunity to get equipment or start projects that would improve sustainability. We grow our own herbs. We have a plan to grow other kinds of things in this aero garden also. Another thing that we do in this lab is we test recipes and sometimes we create recipes. So right now we're busy testing a recipe called lamb and sweet potato stew using sweet potatoes from Louisiana. In this recipe testing process, one of the things that we did a few years ago is we created a cookbook for WIC. WIC would now be available for people to purchase fresh fruits and vegetables, and so people would know how to cook that. We created a cookbook called Love and Spoonful, From Us to You, and if you look on here, you'll see that it has an LSU. And these are the hands of my students who helped with creating this cookbook and the recipes that are in it. It's just chock full of all kinds of good information. We do a lot of different kinds of things in this lab, as I've said, and one of the things that we do is prepare Louisiana produce, fresh fruits and vegetables in recipes that we're creating for the school system. We teach children sometimes when they come up here to the food lab, and we teach them about the 5 food groups and how much they should eat. I also have an outreach program called Ingredients for Hope. We work with the mayor's Healthy BR program to teach people in the community how to prepare healthy meals, how to plan, how to have economical meals. And then over here is something that I've been doing for about 10 years. We travel to Greece for study abroad. So if you're interested in study abroad, make sure you remember that we have lots of opportunities to do study abroad in the School of Nutrition and Food Sciences.
Hi, I'm Professor Joan King. I'm the advisor for all the food science and technology concentration area students. We are currently in the Animal and Food Sciences Laboratory building, where our food chemistry laboratories are, as well as our product development and sensory evaluation facilities. Let's head now over to our labs so you can see the facilities we have in this building. This lab is one of our analytical labs, where we can do actually analysis on different food products. So we're looking at things like flavors, sugar levels, and other components of the foods themselves. So this laboratory is the laboratory that I'm in charge of. We do research and we also do teaching in here. We teach our food chemistry course in here, and also Dr. Loso teaches our food analysis course in here. And so we have the benches equipped with all kinds of small instrumentation and the beakers and other glassware that we need to do our laboratory experiments for class and for research. And so we do a little bit of everything in this kind of lab. But this is where you would be having your food chemistry and your food analysis laboratory course. We like to show all of the research that our students have done. And so we put posters up that they have presented at national meetings, like the Institute of Food Technologists National Meeting. And so we have a lot of opportunities not only for grad students, but also for undergraduate students to do research. And we have all kinds of areas that students can help out with. Okay, this area is what I was talking about earlier, where we can do product development and sensory evaluation studies. Also, this area is used by the LSU Ag Center Food Incubator, where small companies come and either process their product here, or we help them develop the product. And you can see on the shelves in the back several types of products that our department has helped these companies produce. Okay, now we are in the actual sensory evaluation room, where consumers come from campus to taste different products that we are preparing, either for research or for a commercial customer. And so each person will come to an individual booth, and we'll hand them the samples through the door, close the door, and then they'll use the computer to answer questions about that sample. Okay, so this area is where we do preparation for product development. We also have companies come for the food incubator to produce their product for sale, commercial sale. So it's FDA, USDA approved processing facility. You could develop almost anything here, and we've had a wide range of products developed here.
Hi, my name is Dr. Erin McKinley, and I'm the Director of Dietetics in the School of Nutrition and Food Sciences. And even though we're spread across about 13 buildings across campus, Knapp Hall, which I'm standing here in front of, is pretty much the hub of all activity for the School of Nutrition and Food Science. And it's definitely the home of all of your advisors for both dietetics and nutrition pre-med. So for those students that are enrolled in our concentration of dietetics or are thinking about becoming a dietitian, our major does require students to complete an internship after they leave LSU. And one of the great things we have in our program is a class called NFS 3025 with me, where you go through learning all about yourself in addition to your goals in the future after you leave LSU. We prepare your resume, we go through your personal statement, and you really get to improve your communication skills. So when it becomes time to apply to those graduate programs and internships, you're ready to go and you're gonna match. All right, so once you enter Knapp Hall, we have a really big Knapp directory board where all of the faculty that have offices in this building, you can see what room they're in. So all advisors for, like I said, nutrition pre-med and dietetics will be located in this building, all on the second floor. So here on the second floor is my office, 285 Knapp, and this is the hub for dietetics itself. So anytime you have questions about your program, the profession itself, or if you have any concerns about the program, you can come visit me here. We also run the Student Nutrition and Dietetics Association out of my office, so SNDA, you may have heard of us. We encourage all dietetics students to join us, but the club also includes members that are part of Nutrition Pre-Med, Food Science, and Nutrition Health and Society.